Thousands of elite U.S. Army Arctic troops have arrived in Greenland, a move that immediately put Denmark on high alert and sent shockwaves through NATO, Russia, and China. Greenland, the world's largest island, has suddenly become one of the most important strategic locations on Earth. So why is the United States sending Arctic-trained troops to this frozen land? Why is Denmark watching closely? And why are Russia and China paying such close attention? Today, we'll discuss what's really happening in Greenland, why this deployment matters, and what it means for the future of Arctic security and global power competition. Greenland may seem like a blank, icy wasteland on the map, but strategically its value is invaluable. Located between North America and Europe, Greenland sits directly along the GIUK Passage, a vital sea and air corridor connecting Greenland, Iceland, and the United Kingdom. This pass is a crucial point for Russian submarines and bombers moving between the Arctic and the Atlantic. The island is also home to Thule Air Base, now known as Pituffik Space Base. As the Arctic ice melts, Greenland is no longer isolated. It is becoming a gateway. The troops arriving in Greenland are no ordinary soldiers. They are Arctic warfare specialists trained to operate in extreme sub-zero temperatures, limited visibility, harsh terrain with no infrastructure. Many come from units such as the 11th Airborne Division, a special Arctic brigade trained in Alaska, and a support unit focused on logistics and cold weather survival. These soldiers are trained for Arctic combat operations, rapid deployment scenarios, defend critical infrastructure in extreme environments. Their arrival signals one thing clearly: the U.S. is preparing for a real-world situation in the Arctic. Greenland is an autonomous Danish territory, and any large deployment of foreign troops there has serious political and security implications. Denmark suddenly finds itself hosting an increased U.S. military presence and responsible for Arctic security far beyond its own military capacity. Copenhagen has raised its alert level not because of the U.S., but because of what this deployment could trigger. This puts Denmark in a difficult position, balancing sovereignty, NATO obligations, and regional stability. Meanwhile, a group of European countries, led by the UK and Germany, are considering plans to increase their military presence in Greenland in an effort to signal to Trump that Europe is serious about securing the Arctic, as reported by Bloomberg News. So, in addition to the U.S. troops stationed at Pituffik Base and the possible deployment of European troops, currently stationed in Greenland are the Danish Jaeger Corps, the Frogmen, and the Sirius Dog Sled Patrol. Russia views the Arctic as its core national territory. Moscow has reopened Soviet-era Arctic bases, deployed nuclear-capable bombers, expanded submarine patrols under the polar ice. For Russia, U.S. forces in Greenland threaten strategic nuclear deterrence routes, submarine access to the Atlantic, and missile warning dominance. Russian military planners view Greenland as a forward observation post, one that could neutralize a surprise attack. Expect Russia to respond with increased bomber flights, more submarine activity, and Arctic military exercises. These deployments add another layer of tension to an already militarized Arctic. NATO's focus is shifting north. Finland and Sweden joining NATO. Increased Russian activity. Melting Arctic ice opens new pathways. The Arctic is now NATO's primary theater. U.S. forces in Greenland. strengthening NATO's northern flank, strengthening transatlantic defense, demonstrating unity against a strategic rival. This is about long-term deployment, not short-term headlines. This deployment could lead to permanent troop rotations, expansion of Arctic bases, more joint NATO exercises. Greenland may soon host advanced radar systems, drone surveillance, improved missile defense. What we are witnessing is the beginning of a new level of Arctic militarization. The frozen Arctic is no longer calm. It has become a front line. The arrival of thousands of elite U.S. Army Arctic troops in Greenland is no accident. It reflects increasing great power competition, strategic urgency in the Arctic, a clear message to Russia and China. Greenland is no longer just ice and snow. It is power, position, and the future of global security.
Pull.
Did you see them? Yeah, right there. Yeah, I can see them too.